What's up, guys and girls? It's Nick, also known as Born Gamer, bringing you another gameplay. This time I'm playing on the map Fallen with an ACR red dot. But that's not what I want to talk about this video. I'm not a real big fan of people talking over the gameplay in this Call of Duty because I feel like so many people out there play the game that it's pretty easy to pick up on what's going on in the video, and it's not hard to explain. Hey, this is my kill. That's how I got this kill. I pointed at him, pressed the right trigger or R2, whatever system you're playing on. So I want to talk about two things. The first thing I want to talk about is my personal feedback on the first video I posted, which was losing my gameplay commentary virginity, I believe was the title. And I'm really excited about how that turned out. I got, at this time, which is Thursday, the 12th of April, about 30, just over 30 views, which is about twice as much as I was honestly expecting. I was really not expecting a pretty big feedback. I'm kind of hopeful that it was the title that drew people in, which I might use as a tip in the future of how to bring people in. But for right now, I'm just going to keep that little tidbit to myself. So aside from the fact that I am happy how the first video turned out, the thing I do want to talk about is how I make gameplays, and more importantly, the hurdles I have to jump over to make the gameplay. And by that, I don't mean the editing and, like playing the game as much. While that can be time consuming, it's not as hard as finding time to set aside to do all this stuff. And let me be more specific on that. What I mean is that I am in college, and I was expecting to have all the time in the world when I came to college. There's 3 hours of classes a day. I figure 24 hours a day. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have so much time. 8 hours of sleep on a good day. 6 hours pulling all-nighters just for fun. And that's not even homework. I'm just talking about Xbox there. And then I come here and, wow, it's a whole different story. And especially with the major I'm in right now, it's just, I see some other kids just never really seem to do work. And it just kind of makes me a little bit jealous. But down the road, it's all going to come back to them. But what I really, really wasn't expecting was how this would affect making gameplays. What it is that I find hard is finding time where I am alone to make these gameplays. And the commentaries too, because you can't just talk to a screen with somebody in the room. That would be the most awkward thing ever. Like, it's sometimes I find it hard to have phone conversations with somebody else in the room, just because the simple fact that it's not even that the person's eavesdropping. You just know that they're listening and trying to piece together what the hell it is you're saying. And my roommate, might just think I'm crazy if I'm just randomly talking to the screen. I'd have to give him warning ahead of time, and I don't want that background noise. But if I did ever come to that point where I'd have to make a commentary with them in the room, oh my gosh, would it be awkward? But but that's probably the most difficult thing for me, is just sitting down, finding good time to make the commentary, because I need it completely quiet. I hate background noise. If you guys are making commentaries and there's a ton of background noise, oh my goodness, it irks me. It irks me. And besides that, the second hardest thing I'd say is listening to myself commentate, because you can always tell. You can always say, oh, I meant to say this. And I have a real trouble I noticed in the first video. I say one thing, but I definitely mean another, and I'll mix two phrases together. Like when I first recorded this is my second time recording this, I said hurdles I had to jump through, which is obviously, if you know the little saying, it's like hoops to jump through, and I said hurdles to jump over earlier, which I really made a point of trying to get that one right. So it's just those things where you say it the first time and you're like, all right, yeah, that went great, and then you play it back and you're just like, what the hell was I thinking? Oh my goodness. And I don't know, it's just kind of funny, and it really does force you to be on top of your game, and there's no better learning experience. I'm even going to say just for almost speaking in public, which is ironic because I'm talking to myself, but it really makes you be clear and enunciate your words. I believe that's how I say it. If I'm enunciate wrong, call me out in the comments. I'd love to see how that goes down. But yeah, I did look or watched the video back once or twice, and made the day after I haven't seen it in a couple days. The losing my gameplay commentary virginity, but I was pretty proud. I don't know. I feel like as far as first times go, that was pretty good. That's what she said, but if you're in 6th grade, please keep that comment to yourself. I said it first. Yeah, but I think it went pretty well. I did notice a couple of errors. Nobody really called me out on it. My brother did call me out that I said and didn't really seem too focused. But you know what? That's all constructive criticism. I love it. First commentary. It's not like I have 100,000 subscribers that are all going to be on my case about that. So I don't know. I think it went pretty well. I don't know what you guys think. Right now, I'm liking how this is going. If you guys see a big flaw in my commentary, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to correct it now. Iron out all the wrinkles. I'm pretty sure I used that right. If not, like I said, call me out in the comments. That's what they're there for. But it looks to me like this game is actually wrapping up. It got ended a bit early because the host dropped out. So I'm going to leave you with the end of this gameplay. Until next time, guys, I'll see you.